Okay, Venus?
Okay, Steve.
Right. Let's go.
Just one of these capsules will immobilize the whole system. And when Space City is immobilized, then Earth is ours. The Earthmen, Steve Zodiac, all of them, powerless.
All very impressive, Matthew. Most impressive. To think that this tiny reactor supplies all the power for the entire space city.
Yeah, but of course it wouldn't be the same without Jock here, our chief engineer. He attends to it all most efficiently.
Ah, nonsense. It could run itself, Dr. Roots.
Of course, this is all Greek to me. I'm a mere natural historian.
Now, Howard. Ever since I've known you, and that's more years than I care to remember, you've always put up this ridiculous pretense of not understanding anything that's mechanical.
We're ready to test this new ejection equipment when you are, Steve.
I'd like Professor Maddox to be here.
Where is he?
Showing an old friend of his around, a Dr. Roots.
Thank you for showing us everything, Jock. The elevator is just here, Howard. You're like Steve Zodiac. He's what the kids say, real boss.
Ugh, now I can get on with my work. The professor and his pal are on their way up, Commander. Thanks, Jock.
Dr. Roots has been away from Earth for at least 10 years, conducting some plant experiments in space.
What's happened, Professor?
A power failure. Most unusual thing to happen, I must say.
Without Space City, the whole world's virtually defenseless. It's terrifying.
I guess the emergency system will be on in a moment.
This is impossible. The emergency supply has gone too.
What's happened to the emergency supply? It should have come on by now.
Could it have failed too?
Very unlikely.
But not impossible.
No, not impossible, even in Space City.
How much longer, Professor? I thought you said there was an emergency supply.
I can't think what's gone wrong.
Every minute the supply is off, we're completely helpless.
Hey, you don't think that...
I don't know. None of us know yet. I think I'll go down the emergency stairs, see what's going on.
My goodness, we're moving again.
Well done, Jock.
A radioactive retardant capsule. Somebody must have put it down the air intake. This means a full-scale inquiry.
It couldn't have been very serious.
Chief Engineer to control. Chief Engineer to control.
Commander Zero here. Commander, I'm afraid we've got a little matter of sabotage on our hands. Sabotage? How?
A neat little capsule of radioactive retardant.
Of course, you realize that this means a full-scale security check. Alert security. Seal off Space City immediately.
Quick, Steve. A space radar. Emergency.
A space missile.
And it's heading straight for us.
It must have crept up on us during the power failure.
That explains the sabotage.
Give the red alarm. All alarms, go, go, go. What's available to intercept?
XL9, Sector 26 is the nearest. Shall I recall him to base?
There isn't time. The missile will be in range in a matter of hours.
And xl5 is under a systems check.
We'll have to use XL1 Alpha.
Bit out of date, isn't it?
And she hasn't been checked out after the ejection test.
It's our only chance. We've just got time to get her on the launching pad by morning. But we'll have to work hard if we're going to make it.
Launch Area Commander reporting winch systems go. Launch Area Commander Emergency Services at Station Amber.
XL1 in position. Stand by to clear winches.
Launch Area Commander to all sections. XL1 in position.
XL1 Alpha ready to go, Commander.
Just made it.
The missile's in range. Look, on the space computer.
Ross is at the controls. He's very experienced. He'll get us through if anyone can.
XL1 Alpha intercept planetomic missile.
Position 14-0 black.
Intercept go XL1 Alpha. Roger. All instruments go, go, go.
Roger. All chicks here are at go. Full power.
And good luck, Ross.
Thanks, Steve.
Here she goes.
XL1 Alpha crashed on takeoff.
And Ross?
It all depends on the new experimental ejection equipment.
Ross to Space City.
Sorry about the slip, but the new ejection equipment works fine.
Good to hear you, Ross.
Ross, we'll pick you up straight away.
Missile approaching. 10 black.
We can't do a thing except wait for the big bang. We're licked.
How long, Steve?
About 15 seconds, I'd say. This is the end of the line, Venus. Venus, we're going to be okay. The missile, it hasn't exploded.
It's just as well it didn't explode. The computer shows it landed on the beach, only a few miles from here.
Let's go and take a look and see what it's all about.
Well, whatever it is, it doesn't seem to be destructive in any way.
Of course, we've only had a very cursory examination, but it seems harmless enough. In fact, utterly useless.
Where's it from?
Your guess is as good as mine. We'll have a chance to make a proper examination in the morning. I suggest we all go home and get a good night's rest.
You've put a guard on the object, a missile, whatever you'd like to call it.
Yes. Don't worry, Professor. It won't run away. I don't want you oversleeping in the morning.
Alarm service telling you that it's time to get up for another day. A happy day, we hope. This is Space City Alarm Service wishing you good morning.
This is Space City Alarm Service wishing you good morning.
Oh, come on, Lazoon. You know there is a lot to be said for the old-fashioned alarm clock. At least you could switch it off. Jumping space fish. Whatever is this?
But this is fantastic.
The whole launching area is covered with the stuff. Dr. Roots, you're the natural history expert. What is all this greenery? Where does it come from?
It's Hedera helixa, particularly virulent form of ivy developed, I believe, on the planet Hedera.
The jungle planet.
That's it, Colonel. The planet where plant life dominates every other form of life.
But, how did it get here?
It must have come on the missile.
But we searched the whole thing from top to bottom. There was nothing there.
But you weren't looking for just one very small seed.
That's right, Doctor, we weren't. Well, where do we go from here?
I would very much like to ask the same question. I thought I was never going to get here.
Venus, I'm sorry.
Do you generally leave a girl stranded all alone in the middle of the jungle, Colonel Zodiac?
Uh-oh. She's not gonna let Steve forget this one.
We were just going to send a jet cab for you, weren't we, Professor?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course.
Okay. I forgive you this time, you tootie. Now then, where do we go from here?
Dr. Roots?
There's only one place where we can get the hormones that will destroy the Hedera helix, and that is the planet Hedera itself.
And the sooner the better. Unless we want the whole of Earth to be taken over by this creeper.
But how are we gonna get there? XL5 is covered in it.
We've just got to hack our way through it, that's all.
They're almost clear.
We'd better get down there. We'll have to make a quick getaway before this stuff starts to grow again.
It's terrifying just how fast it does grow.
It won't take long for it to stifle the whole of Earth.
Come on, Doctor. Let's go down to XL5.
Me? But I'm such a bad traveler. Do you really need me?
Without you, Dr. Roots, we're lost. Come on, I'll give you some of my special space sickness tablets.
Hold tight.
Oh dear, I feel distinctly ill.
Now, come on, Howard. Have another space sickness pill.
Excuse me.
Poor Dr. Roots. He really is a bad traveler.
Yes, poor Dr. Roots.
You know, he used to feel sick even in an old-fashioned jet plane.
Now, it won't be long now. Will it, my beautiful one?
Course 164, 0 yellow.
0 yellow.
Feeling better, I hope, Howard?
Much better, thank you.
Venus will bring us a delicious cup of coffee in a minute.
My goodness!
We'll soon be there now, Dr. Roots.
But you're wrong, Steve Zodiac. We'll never reach Hedera.
What's the matter, Doctor? Are you feeling tooty again?
Go on, have another space sickness pill.
There's nothing the matter with me. Nothing that doesn't apply to everyone on board. You see, XL5 is doomed.
He's right, Steve. Look, somebody has planted the Hedera helix on board.
Yeah, and I've got a good idea who it was.
That's right, Steve Zodiac. And you've just got time to return to Earth if you turn back now.
No, Doctor. We're going on to get what we came for, and you're going to help us.
You, Howard? I can't believe it. Your years away from us sure have changed you.
Entering Hedera's atmosphere. Stand by for landing. All systems go. Say, it looks just like Earth. Guess it should be. It's an ideal place for vegetation. Not a clearing in sight.
There is nowhere to land on Hedera, the planet of plants. Magnificent plants.
In that case, we'll park XL5 in free float and use our thruster packs.
And we haven't too much time by the look of things.
Robert, take care of our doctor friend.
Let me down, you! Let me down!
Take a care of the doctor friend. Take a care of the doctor friend.
Is this the one? This is where the control hormones are kept. Yes. Come on. Well, where is it, Doctor? Don't waste time.
Here it is, Colonel Zodiac. I've been expecting you.
may I introduce the chlorophon, the master of the plant world, the beautiful world of plants. Plants that will take over the universe so that it is one wild and beautiful garden. And it is all my work. My work!
Very pretty, I must say.
Yes, but you see, the chlorophon, my own creation, is unique. He is the only one. Now I want to make him some companions. That's where you come in. I knew that if I sent the weed to Earth, you would hardly be able to resist the temptation to come to Hedera. You see, you're far too inquisitive.
He's crazy. Plumb crazy.
It's horrible.
Not horrible, my dear Venus. You will make a beautiful chlorophon. Just one injection of hemochlorophyll formula, and then... But we must be careful not to give an overdose. That would never do.
Now, who is for the first dose?
Robert! You see, you can't use a hypodermic on a robot, Doctor.
You never were any good at mechanics, Howard Roots.
I think you'd better come back to Earth with us, Doctor, where you can be taken care of.
But don't forget the hormones. We don't know how the weeds have progressed on Earth.
Look at that!
Fantastic!
Amazing.
Well, Matthew, it's been quite a show.
Yes, pity about poor Roots. He used to be such a nice fellow at University. Well, I guess he took the Ivy League too seriously.
It seems Dr. Roots is out of harm's way.
Well, they take good care of him at the hospital. But you know, Steve, he isn't all bad. Why, only yesterday he sent me some beautiful flowers.
Did you say flowers? Look at that!
Fantastic!
This is where we came in.
I wish I was a spaceman, the fastest guy alive. I'd fly you around the universe in Fireball XL5. Way out in space together, conquerors of the sky. My heart would be a fireball, a fireball. Every time I gazed into your starry eyes. We'd take the path to Jupiter, and maybe very soon we'd cruise along the Milky Way and land upon the moon. To a wonderland of stardust, we'll zoom our way to Mars. My heart would be a fireball.